Hi, Jade. I'm going to give you some feedback on weeks 3. Let's see, what are we, weeks 3, weeks 4, and weeks 5. Wow, you're all on top of things. So you're doing very well up to week 2. So I'm going to start at week 3, the information literacy skills. You've got a sweet graphic there and an explanation. Lovely. I'm looking at the side here, so I'm just using a smaller screen here. You've got your reflection, which is very detailed, and yeah, that's exceptional. So well done. I would say that's A plus. If I were giving it a lesson plan, counting, and so your personal project. Hmm. Oh, let me see. What are you doing? You get learning goals. What's the focus, concept, numerical recommend. So you're creating lessons. I'm not sure. So that's probably based on the overall project. Is that up here somewhere? Probably is. Integrated. Okay, perfect. So that plan would be helpful if it's down here just to help me because I'm starting here. You've got okay the plan. Um, all right. Okay, so that's that, and then you've got your reflection here. Used a number of tools. Yep, that looks pretty solid there. And you've got all the activities you did in class. And then you've got as well your reflection. So I know you did well in class. And you've got a unique tool that with music. So that's kind of cool. So that's all top notch. You did a Gen tool evaluation. Um, and yeah, wow. Okay, that's really quite involved. That's well done. You've got your reflections, um, and yeah, those are really high level reflections. So thank you. And then we have lesson plan 2 here. So you're kind of making the progress over here, and 3 and 4. Okay, great. Very nice. And then you have your reflection here, which I imagine means you spent a lot of time on this. Yeah, 8 hours, I can see that. So that's very impressive. Your in-class contributions are solid, and you have Notion AI, which is an interesting tool. Um, and then we have your self-assessment here for weeks 4. You've given yourself an A, and I'm going to take a look at your 4 weeks. Transformative. Yes, I can see that it really had you put a tremendous amount of work into this. Yeah, reaction improvement, cross early reflections, focused on the later ones, else clearer. Yeah. Okay. So I would actually say that you were at an A plus at this point. It's really quite high level to what you're doing. So if you don't mind, that's what I'd probably encourage you to bump that up. You have your plan. Everything you do well. You do it with depth. Um, you do it with professionalism. It looks good. Um, so yeah, okay. So it looks like the planning thing was useful for you as well. You've got the reflection here. And keep in mind, you don't have to keep doing them past this week. So you've done extra here. Um, so that's good. And then I'm wondering if this is like all the lessons together. Let me just see. Maybe they are. They are. We got lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would suggest here is maybe just use a color in your formatting. You have grade levels. So I personally would probably make this bold just kind of jumps out, you know. If you, um, that's all. Those are little things that I would do. But if I were going to give you suggestions, but it looks like you're pretty close to finishing your project. So let me know when you are, and you put in a resource. Now you don't have to do that anymore. I appreciate you doing all these extra things here. Actually, there's no opportunity you can see to do that going on. So, and then your own reflection is just going to be an open-ended reflection. So you're doing excellent work. I would say you're at an A plus at this point.